my video. Bomba! Lord, send something gone over there. That car gone down there, sir. One man dead in a truck.
You're yeah? What's the steer? Come on. This is that.
Them are trying to pop him, man.
This is that. Don't man.
No. Run on next side, run on next side. Well, I just
You can't come up more, daddy. Oh, God.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The video that you saw at the start of this is of a very unfortunate accident that took place along the Bagwalk Gorge. Based on the information, it is said that the driver of that Isuzu truck that you saw was on his way headed towards Kingston when a boulder fell from off of the hill and slammed right into his vehicle. The impact of the boulder and his vehicle caused him to be severely damaged, more than likely losing his life on the spot. He was taken to the hospital, however, the damages were too severe. Now people, here it is. We have a hard-working man, truck driver, going about his business, probably coming from work, headed home to his family, and then a rock just falls from out of nowhere, because we know that we've been having a whole bunch of rainfall lately. So the hills, it is moist, it is saturated, releasing these boulders. So people, that is why whenever I am in Jamaica, going from Kingston to Ocho Rios, I always take the highway. But we have to also understand that a lot of persons don't have the option because of finances, especially these truck drivers. It is very expensive. So here it is, a next man loses his life, unfortunately. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if the JCF, specifically Narcotics and Firearm Division, have learned their lesson that whenever there's any sorts of barrels or boxes coming through the airport that have contraband, meaning firearm or drugs, you need to set up some sorts of sting. That is the only way that it is going to work. Don't send out any sorts of alarm. Let that person pick up that box, pick up that barrel with their identification. You then trail them to their house, because whenever they pick up any barrel or boxes, they have to give an identification. So that identification is going to have their address where more than likely they are going to drive to. Such is the case as a man identified as 31-year-old Sean Burt. It is said that a day or so ago, Mr. Sean Burt went to the Sangsters International Airport by the wharf there to pick up a barrel. In that barrel were at least 3 firearms, rifle and guns, and in excess of 1,000 rounds of assorted magazines and guns and shots, Based on the information, it is said that the police, narcotics, Firearm Division trailed him, surveillance, followed him. Upon reaching a place called Stone Edge, which is in Darliston, which is in Westmoreland, there was a confrontation. He was stopped. However, he decided that he wants to take on the police. Upon taking on the police, he got the shitty end of the stick, because after the smoke cleared, he was blazed up. Rushed to the hospital, Turco style, he did not make it. In that barrel, 3 guns, rifle and gun, and also in excess of 1,000 rounds of ammunition. Now people, it is a very simple equation, because too many times we've seen where they bust people at the wharf, whether at Kingston, Montego Bay, wherever, and them get the goods, meaning the guns, the drugs, the magazines, the shots. However, nobody is arrested. There's always some sorts of suspect. Then beat the case on some sorts of technicality. Now people, I don't want to wrongly accuse the police, but we have to ask the question based on what we've seen, the failures, the hit and miss, mostly miss. Is it a case in which whenever the big man them things come through, we hear say we have a person of interest, we hear say we have suspect, but we've never heard of any arrest. We have never heard of any charges, and even worse, we've never heard of any sort of conviction. So finally, hopefully they have learned their lesson. And like I've always said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Here we see they did the right thing, and more than likely they are going to get the right results. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about that JCF officer that was caught up. His wife lost her life. Son is in critical, he's in stable condition at the hospital as we speak. The latest news that is coming out is that they were actually, meaning the members of the K-Town Defense Force, Top Jungle Gang, they were actually paid 100,000 Jamaican dollars for their services as hitmen from the lady who was the mastermind, who is presently in the custody of the police. And we can all assume that the information is coming from her through some interview that she did, question and answer session. Now, people, when we think about the amount of lives that were affected, policeman get caught up, Fim son in him head, lost a wife, 3 of the gang members, including Reed and Thomas, the gang leader, and the man that is said to have been maybe the shooter in the case, maybe is the operative word. And then the lady. So 7 people affected directly. 7 lives have changed drastically, including 4 that are gone, including 1 that is in critical, 1 that is in stable, and 1 that is facing a whole bunch of problems, meaning the mastermind, the lady. So we have to ask our question, is that how cheap a life is in Jamaica? Is it so easy for you to contact somebody to get a contract killer to take you away, especially persons that are said to be contract killers known in the contract killing industry? So if top contract killers are charging 100,000 to take out a policeman and his whole family, what is the bottom tier contract killers charging? So people, don't you see Jamaica as a real problem? Wherein, if you want somebody in a problem, whether you owe them, them owe you, whether them just don't like you, whether it is gang affiliated, whether it is business partner and you want to get rid of somebody, we should all be very concerned to know that life is not worth anything. You could lose your life for a lot of stuff, for nothing, and for petty stuff. It is a very sad state of affairs in Jamaica, and this is yet a next perfect example. Point blank and news is based off the video that you just saw. I saw this video and I said to myself, knowing who that person is, Gaza Slim, part of the Gaza camp back in the day through Vybz Kartel. I was wondering to myself, is she one of these social media, TikTok, Obia person, spiritual reader, con person? That is what her career came down to after she pretty much been in the wilderness after the Gaza camp. Well, people come to realize it seems as if she was robbed by Grace Kennedy, GK1. That is where instead of somebody sending you the money through Western Union and you have to go and join the long, tedious line, you can get your money online, you can get it sent to your bank account. Very convenient. Well, it seems as if she was frustrated because she was a victim of her money and she is a struggling lady. So she decided she was going to take it the spiritual way. But then again, it seems as if she thought that if she did something else, it would be more effective. As in going on social media and making people be aware that don't be a victim. GK1 can be very problematic. You can be scammed, you can be shammed. I want you to take a look at the actual post that she made on social media. This is going to be the edited version because it is kind of long and drawn out. And then I'll give my piece.
I work hard for the little one I have. I work hard for the little one I have. GK1 Grace Kennedy, you me come out. Now, Sunday morning, me wake up good and happy. I feel like I want to cook today. And when time my card get check, nothing no the panic card $0.00. I go up on the account $0.00. I'm reach out to GK1. Me don't even know how me the number one in a queue. And I feel on the phone and wait 1 hour. Nobody no answer me on hang up on me. Me send on the emails. Nobody no reach out to me. I put my number in it. Nobody no reach out to me. Me message on up on Instagram and none of no reach out to me. I want back my money. I want my money. I'm in a business who want come and say, so that she acquire me no business. I want my money. I work hard for my money. And you mean to tell me, say, me help myself to the money that was on that account and it just disappeared just so. And me I reach out to Uno to help me to rectify the situation so me can get back my money. And Uno now respond back to me. Me call Uno and now answer. And you can't deal with people, so. Now, when all of them have money I move from my account, me not even get no notification to say, all right, then, you know, say, this amount was removed. No notification, nothing. And a whole heap of people me hear a talk say, yo, them are experienced that with Uno. Uno either no need to fix up on a thing or no need for abandon it or something, man. But people can't work them money. And then Uno turn around and make it get take away. So easy.
So people, like I said, that was the edited version of the problem that she had with Grace Kennedy, GK1, the app. That should have made it convenient for her or everybody else. Well, people, here is a true fact about Jamaica and a lot of these financial institutions, a lot of these money transfer institutions. Jamaica has a whole bunch of young youths coming out of college with 10, 8, 9 subjects. Then them go to university, get them degree, all type of engineering degree, all type of computer science degree. And then when them come out, them can't get a job. And then when they finally get a job, based on the amount of money that they spent, it is not making sense to them. And then being somebody that is smart, them realize, hold on a minute, I can actually buck the system. I can make 100 billion times more than what I am making on the salary. Because here it is, I know how to hack in the system. I probably build the system, probably recommend how the system was built. So whether they had the password or not, them know how to get in because they are geniuses. And then them see the chopper them, I drive Mercedes Benz. I live in a big apartment of all the nice girls. So what you think they are going to do? Sit and wait for a salary that is minimal or minimum? No. They are going to do the thing that makes them live like a rock star, which is preying on innocent, unsuspecting victims, such as Gaza Kim was. Well, people, the truth and the fact is that when she went on social media realizing that the spiritual way, the Obia way, was not going to work, don't know if that was a publicist stunt, don't know the details. She then went on social media and she got result because it was effective. Because they realized she was calling them, going through the customer service at that company, however, to no avail. These people try to frustrate you. These people themselves cannot guarantee you your money, that it is transferred or whether you deposit or whatever the case is. Because they themselves know that they are infiltrated, contaminated with criminals that are running the app. which are some of these young youths that are chopper themselves. So they don't know what to tell you, and they cannot tell you that they're going to give you back your money, because that is the last thing that they want to do, because then it is they that are losing. So therefore, them put you upon all sorts of delayed tactics. Anyway, the lady got back her money, and this is exactly what she had to say. Take a listen, take a look.
United we stand, divided we fall. When you hear me just say a while ago? United we stand, divided we fall. You see, when we come together as one, the good we can do for each other. The situation has been handled. Mission accomplished. Clap on yourself. Give on yourself a round of applause. If you don't feel like it too, pop on your own a color. You understand? Hey, me appreciate you guys so much for the support. I can't even know how to make me feel right now. Me not have to put no more salt on my tongue. Me can go buy food. Me appreciate you so much. You can't even know me happy how. If you know say you come out for me. You see say you sister in a trouble. And you come out for me. I make sure I make it out of the darkness. Look at me now into the light.
So people, that was a success story. That was somebody getting back their money. But the question is this: of every one person that got back their money, how many other victims that don't know the approach, don't go through the extent to put these people out here for what is going on? People, like I said, at the end of the day, GK1, Grace Kennedy, is a reputable company. But GK1, Grace Kennedy, is just like Jamaican victims. They never know say, it was going to get this bad. They did not know that Johnny Little's son that went to college, went to high school, GSC, KC, wherever, was going to come out to be a criminal, to be a chopper, so that he can live like a rock star. And what is so sad, it is persons that are out there that are living hand to mouth that are becoming victimized. And unless them know how to go through the system, go around the system, they might never ever get back their money. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the JCF Special Operation, they are batting 100%. Everything that they go for go down in a hole. Such is the case in a couple of places in the Linstead area. Based on the information, it is said that at about 5:30 a.m. in a place known as Commodore District, that is in Linstead. Linstead is in St. Catherine. They went for a man known as Tyson Walker. It is said that there was a confrontation after the smoke cleared. Mr. Walker went to see his daughter that died many years ago. But that was not it. 30 minutes before that, in a place known as Wakefield, somebody ended up dead and going to have a wake. It is said that Javian Johnson got into a confrontation with the police again. He met the same demise as Mr. Walker. Both of them went to the afterlife. Now, people, I don't know the specific if those two men were wanted on the wanted man list or what they might have done. However, whenever you're getting any sort of confrontation with the police, such is the case in these two cases. Point blank and period.
Shaki, move from in front of me with your phone. You hear what I tell you? Me not run a blood clot joke.
So let me ask you a question. Look what you have on your banjo, nothing wrong. Are the same Jamaica we represent, you know? Minus
Shaki,
orange.
you hear what my blood clot tell you, say? Move from right so with the band there.
I love you, yeah? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss and I take it off.
Move!
Give me a kiss and I take it
You
off.
think I drop me, man?
Kiss me and I take it
So,
off.
Shaki, if you don't take off the band there, don't go in my room, don't go in my bed, you snap my blood clot, son, I'm not run no joke. I bet you I'll add some water and burn up you. Ramp with me.
Over a PMP band. Blood clot.
Move from in front of me with the camera.
You have to go kill me today.
I've taken out for blood clot.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, based on the video that you just saw, of that lady and that man, family members getting into a verbal altercation. Don't know if it's because it's a TikTok video, they are just doing it for fun, but people, it is very serious on the street when it comes to politics, especially for politics 2025, when there's so much money, so much power riding on who wins or who loses. So we've seen various videos, audios in which there's verbal turn physical altercation, in which people get hurt, people lose their life. When the JLP and the PNP, Jamaica Labour Party, People's National Party, buck up, we've seen all sorts of discrepancies as it pertains to paraphernalia for the JLP or PNP. Well, people, the latest victim, a 53-year-old farmer from Manchester, his government name is Andrew Hendricks. He went to a JLP political rally in Manchester. While he was there was a verbal altercation turned physical altercation. It is said that Mr. Andrew Hendricks, rushed the man with his knife in which him wheel and pop off. That man disarmed him and used that same knife in which he attacked the man with to inflict several wounds. He was rushed to the hospital, however, because of the severities of his injuries. He did not make it. So the moral of the story is this: you sleep literally and mark death. This is just a sign and indication of what is going to happen for 2024, especially when so much money and power is riding on it. People are going to literally take out each other, injure each other just for that win. Point blank and period.